The bar. He's about to get 1 minute and he will start our competition. So he posted 135 and he's coming out with that. So things have obviously gone reasonably well backstage. 9 lifters in total taking part. And Razvan Martin, expect him to come out with 150. The highest start in Snatch has been posted by Komyakov, the Russian, 155. They're just sorting the bar out here so Gonzalez can make his attempt, his opening attempt. Alongside me, Colin Bryce is a European medalist on a couple of occasions. Michaela Breeze, Great Britain weightlifter for many years, and now a coach, and also gives us a superb eye on what's actually going on. Michaela, yeah, it looks like Paul Stoichidis coming out 140 kilograms, so a little bit of swapping backstage. It's often the way. You post a total, don't you, or an entry total, and then you can change it right up until the last second.
Absolutely, yeah. You're allowed 2 changes of weight in addition to the weight that you've nominated at the weigh-in. So by the looks of it, Gonzalez, Spain, has increased his starting weight. Sounds like his warm-up's going well. That was a power snatch, catching the weight very, very high. Usually at this level, lifters will sit right into a deep squat position because they're at their limits. It's a lot harder to lift a heavy weight doing a power because you've got to move the bar so much higher.
Yeah, you go down into a full squat snatch. It's absolutely as low as you can go, bottom right the way down to the platform. Alejandro Gonzalez coming out for 140 as well. Gonzalez did a 137, 175 last year, so already above his best in competition.
Well, disappointing first attempt there. I think the weight was always in front of him, never really got himself underneath it. Ended up on his knees. It's only your feet that are allowed to touch the platform. Didn't look too bad. It's like when he landed there, just a little bit too much weight on his toes.
Martis of Greece now, 140 as well. Martis, European junior champion last year, just 20 years old. He is the youngest man in the lineup. Hit 146 to win that junior European title.
Just tugged at that a bit too early off the floor. Pulled him onto his toes. Bar was always in front. Gonna have to go away, recompose now before he comes back out. See there, as the bar came off the floor, it just kicked out around his shins. So important to take the bar off the floor in the right position. You need to be in the right position as the bar passes the knees to be able to generate maximum power and force.
Gonzalez taking 140 again.
Wow, now he's really under pressure. Gonzalez of Spain, they're missing his first 2 attempts. You have to get 1 successful snatch, 1 successful clean and jerk as a minimum, add together to give you your overall total. Here he's now under significant pressure, same as the last one.
Brave man to come out 3 kilograms above your personal best. That is what Gonzalez is doing. Well, he's playing with the big boys here at the European Championships. Martis now also going for 140 again for a second time.
Much better, a small step forwards there to steady himself. He's in the competition.
Off the mark with 140. And the Greek looked very comfortable with that. Popped off the floor. Got his groove, no problem. I think just cursing himself at the end there. Should have done that in the first lift. Now, final lift here for Alejandro Gonzalez. Third effort for him at 140, third and final. If he misses it, he will bomb out.
That's better. Much, much better. That's a lift under a lot of pressure.
Good effort there from Gonzalez, really. Look of relief on his face, a personal best as well. You can't be too disappointed with that, even if training has been going brilliantly. Well, you can hear the cheers. Looks like our Albanian is going to be joining in. Huge group of men up the back, screaming and shouting. Obviously part of his weightlifting club.
Oh, to lift in your home country in front of a crowd like this on such a big platform, this really will be the pinnacle of a lot of these athletes' careers.
Kreno Shoraj coming out for his opener, and at 145 kilograms is on the bar. So it's gone up by 5. Albania had a very good day yesterday, picking up their first medals, plural.
Well, this seems to be the story of the competition. Albanians struggling under the pressure of their home crowd. Yesterday we saw a bomber in the men's 69 kilo category. Kalja of Albania failed with 142 in the men's 69s. Daniel Gadeli, also of Albania, only nailed 2 out of the 6 lifts. Similar story in the women's category as well, so pressure really getting to them.
Damian Kaczynski, 145, his opener. Polish athlete.
Kaczynski there, superb first attempt, very confident.
Third at the Under-23 European Championships in 2011. 145 is his previous highest lift in competition. That was in the Polish Championships at the end of 2012. Has come out and nailed that. Good news for him. Stojcita, 145, second attempt. So this is 3 kilograms above the Romanians' efforts at the Under-23 European Championships last year, which he won. So again, personal best territory. Lots of new young lifters, which is often the way the year after the Olympic Games. Retirements, injuries, and the new young blood comes through.
Very strong European Under-23 champion, nails 145. Really stepping up well into the senior ranks.
So it looks like 145 will stay on the bar.
Not the tidiest of techniques there. Didn't really set himself in the starting position. Back was a little bit rounded. Do you know what? Super strong. And it was that problem at the start that was the reason why he was moving forwards overhead.
Suraj going for 145 again. Lots of encouragement from everybody. Mum, dad, everyone in the crowd, coach. Big moment. First senior major championships. Failed his opener.
No. I don't really know what to say, to be honest, after having seen his teammates suffer the same problems yesterday. Something is obviously going wrong, whether it's the whole squad in terms of their training plan, not quite peaking at the right time, maybe peaked too early. I'm not really sure, but to have so many Albanians missing lift after lift really does have to question what's going on with the coaching and the preparation.
Martis, third and final lift, going for 145.
Well, European junior champion, out of his comfort zone there, not happy with that at all.
Yeah, nice high pull. That was it. And didn't attempt to get under it. I guess 145 was just a little bit too much to ask. Nailed 140 on his second lift. And when you look back at what he did last year, that actually is well down on what he did to win the European Juniors, so probably a little disappointed. Now, this is a man who will be exceptionally disappointed, Krenat Suraj, if he doesn't get this. Really massive pressure on him here, 145 kilograms, and as Michaela has said, this has been a bit of a story of the Albanians. They seem to be entering the competition just too high, suicidally high opening weights, or is it just the pressure of the home country getting to them? Final attempt, last chance. No, I'm afraid not, and well, that'll be hugely disappointing. There's polite applause from the crowd. 145. They're not going to see any heroics from their Albanian, though, their homeboy. He's bombed out.
Desperately disappointing there. The Albanian crowd will be a bit quieter now.
Yeah, no doubt. A little bit sad with that, but we still have lots of great lifting coming here. Stojcita coming out at 148, and we're yet to see the likes of Spak, Karapatyan, Komyakov and Razvan. Still have not seen them at all.
Three. Well, close to the time limit. Used every second there to prepare himself, and that puts Stojcita quite comfortably ahead now of his nearest competition. But this could be quite interesting. We've got Kaczynski of Poland, who placed third at the European Under-23s, against Stojcita, who we've just seen, who won the European Under-23s. So this could be Kaczynski's opportunity now to get his own back. Step ahead. I mean,
it's stacked with titles, isn't it? We were chuckling earlier. European Junior, European Youth, European Under-23, and the European champion himself, Razvan Martin, and you know, the Junior World Champion as well, Dmitry Komyakov. It's as stacked as you get, really, at European level, isn't it?
Absolutely. You've got the champion here from every possible age group. that we have in terms of European competition, right from youth, junior, under 23 and senior.
So Damian Kaczynski comes out for 150 kilograms, his second lift.
Can he hold it? No, he can't. He's fighting hard there in the deep squat position.
You'd have to say that's makeable.
Absolutely. Really not that much wrong with it. Just sat back, couldn't quite steady himself, and much safer there to drop the weight than to try and hang on any longer. That's when we see elbows or shoulders really suffering the pressure.
Well, it sounds from the MC like Moldova. Alexandru Spak will be coming out now. There he is. Spak last year came third. Snatch 153, 187 in the clean and jerk, 340 in the combined. He's a very big jerker, to be fair. 187 was only a kilogram behind Martin last year. He was 6 kilograms behind Martin in the snatch. So if he can go up over 153 this year, that would certainly put him in good stead, because his jerk is phenomenal, and it's from what I hear only improved from last year. 151 then is his opener.
Well, that is a tidy first attempt. Very quiet, very focused, just got on with the job. Got the lift very high. Shows there's so much more room there for improvement. Very solid overhead. He's going to be pleased with that. He's in the competition. I wouldn't say he can relax.
Well, extremely comfortable and just 2 kilograms away from his personal best. Now, Damian Kaczynski at 151, his final lift. Failed 150. Bought himself from some time by going up.
Thought that was going behind. It looks like he overcompensated, pulled it forwards. How frustrating.
I think for a second in the bottom there, he thought he'd managed to pull it back. Nearly got that back.
Going backwards, recovered it.
Yeah,
overcompensated.
Just overcompensated. The scream was, yes, I've done it. And then the moment of realization that he had just overcompensated. That's disappointing for Kaczynski. We'll have to settle for 145. So, Razvan Martin, 153 kilograms on the bar. His opener, still to see Komyakov and Karapetyan of Armenia, Komyakov of Russia. This is the reigning champion's opener.
Well, not the tidiest of lifters, but my goodness me, is he powerful. People quite often ask me the question, how wide should I have my feet in the starting position? I usually ask somebody to move around, and then when I say go, they jump up as high as they can, and just as they're about to jump, stop them and see where their feet are. And that is usually the same position that you'd have in the starting position here. That's the most powerful position to generate as much force through the platform. Here, Martin was starting his feet extremely wide, obviously for him, most powerful.
Andranik Karapetyan of Armenia, just out of the junior ranks. or into the junior ranks, out of the youth ranks, I should say. He's a youth world champion from 2012. Snatched a phenomenal 155 to win that world championships.
See the difference in stature here. Very short limbs, very long back, much more compact, has a distinct advantage over the rest of his competitors. He's so much better built for this, and that was a very solid, dynamic first attempt.
He nailed his opener. Kaczynski 153. Still waiting to see Komyakov. Good opening effort there. Very powerful.
New weight is 155.
The Russian here coming out. It's Dmitry Komyakov. And the bar getting loaded up. So it looks like he's going to go for 155. Is that what's getting loaded onto the bar there? Yes, it is. And that's his minute ticking away. So Komyakov with the largest opener. The junior world champion twice, 2009 and 2012. 21 years old now.
Again, very wide foot positioning at the start. Well, I think that's where my money is. That was extremely impressive, technically sound, powerful, dynamic. Great to see youngsters coming out of the junior ranks and transferring this into the senior level.
So what an impressive opener there by the Russian. So I think we have a very good competition kicking off here. 155 for Alexandru Spak, who wastes no time here, charges in.
He's nailed it. He's staying very close to the medals here. This is going to be a fantastic fight for the gold medal position in the snatch. Watch the slow-mo, really extends. Just landed in the deep squat position, slightly on his toes, which is what set him forwards. Very strong. So
back to Razvan Martin, who's coming out for 156. 3 kilograms of increase. He'll go into the lead. Remember last year, 159 gave him gold in the snatch and sent him on his way to triple gold.
He's nailed it. The relevance of that weight, that puts him into gold medal position on the snatch. This is where body weights are now going to play a massive part. The lightest out of the lifters that still remain in the competition is Alexandru Spak of Moldova. He's weighed in at 76.18, and Martin, that we've just seen, weighed in at 76.66. Both Komyakov and Kaczynski, they are both heavier in body weight. So we'll need to lift even more to take the lead, hence why we see the bar up to 157.
So Kaczynski, just out of his teenage years. Phenomenal, really.
size of those thighs. Powerhouse.
Quite narrow as well, his grip, isn't it?
Very narrow, and that's because of the length of his arms. Quite simply much wider than that, and he's going to be hurting himself as the bar comes.
Conks him on the head.
Yeah. The wider your hands are, the less distance the bar has to travel, but he's already got that advantage there.
So Kaczynski still in the contest with one more. Spack, who's coming out now, has one more. He goes for 157.
And this will put him into the lead by virtue of lighter body weight over Kaczynski that we've just seen. And he's got it. Gold medal position so far. That's his efforts over. He now has to go back to the warm-up room, sit and wait.
He just has to see what Komyakov, Razvan and Kaczynski will come up with. So at the moment, still not even guaranteed a medal with that performance, but done everything he can do. It's always impressive when you see a nice sweep of good lifts like that. No mistakes at all. 151, 155 and 157. 3 out of 3 for the Moldovan.
Well, we're seeing Martin there in picture. He placed third at the Olympic Games with 152 kilo snatch. He's already done a 156 here. How much further can he go? He needs 158 to take the lead.
Well, it looks like there's maybe a little bit of games going on. And he's just taking a seat, resting his legs. I think Martin thought he was going on there. He's not going to have it all his own way. It was a great battle last year. He's not one for choking, that's for sure. Let's have a quick recap of what's going on here. Kaczynski's at the top, 157 the lead. He's got a lift left. Komyakov has 2 to go. Razvan Martin still 1 lift to go. So still plenty of movement that could go on here. There's a little bit of a discussion going on, and
yeah, we're looking at the technical officials on the side there. There's obviously some problem with the computer. It could be down to the games that are going on in the warm-up room. There's certain rules that have to be followed. You're only allowed to change your weight twice. You have to make that call before the clock goes below 30 seconds. Then they've got to get the message from the warm-up room out to the front before the weights are changed. I think this is what the problem is, a slight issue there with communication.
Yeah, I mean, it often happens though, doesn't it? And more often than not, it is the coach's fault, isn't it? You see the coaches often screaming and shouting. It happened at the Olympics. Of course, you were a part of the whole delegation there, looking very smart in your kit down the front. Yeah, I mean, you do often see coaches getting upset when things are going wrong, but
well, this is messing the lifters around now. To be fair, the lifters are ready.
They're getting it wrong this time, because it's this shouldn't really be happening. Are we going to get a message here from?
Very frustrating for the lifters who literally are ready. They're in the zone. They don't want to be messed around.
158.
Okay, well, we've just seen the competition platform there. The bar went to 160. Now it's come back down to 158. As I said before, Martin needs 158 to take the lead in the snatch.
Well, he's going to get his chance at it. Here we go, 158. This is a kilogram off of what he won the snatch with last year. Alexandru Dudoglu of Moldova snatched 158 for the silver medal last year. He's a kilo down on what he did. And even if he gets this, he'll have to sit and wait and see what the others do.
Well, feeling the pressure there. That was above his best. Martin now is stuck on 156. Not too disappointing. He's still there or thereabouts. 2 lifters remaining now in the competition. Komyakov, still 2 attempts to go. Can and Kaczynski of Armenia with 1 attempt left.
That's amazing. Razvan Martin, only 22 years old still, and he's been around a while. 4 European titles to his name. Dmitry Komyakov is coming out, and looks a little bit pensive. 159, 155 was his opening snatch. That was a success. He entered the competition higher than anybody else, and this would certainly take him into the lead.
Oh, you wouldn't bet against him, would you?
Wouldn't bet against the Russians at all at the moment. I mean, they're highest on the medal tally. They seem to have got their game plan absolutely spot on across the board. And at 159, he goes into the gold medal position.
Well, Komyakov there that we've just seen nailed a 155 at the World Junior Championships to take the title last year. That's now 159. That's a further 4 kilo improvement. How much further can he go?
I don't know. It looks like there's another couple of kilos there, but this young bull of a man, Andranik Karapachin from Armenia, keeping up a great long tradition of Armenian weightlifting here, going for his 3rd lift at 160 to go into the lead.
He's our European youth champion. For those watching back home, it's under 17. So maybe 18 now, but my goodness me, what a young man.
Got it. Surely. Let's see what the lights say. Surely it was just a little flicker, well, and he's going to get 1 red light from the centre judge. Yeah. But luckily for Karapachin, he gets 3 out of 3, 160. What an absolute
watch his right elbow. Slight movement there in his right elbow. That was the red light from the centre referee. Very, very fussy, but hey, the rules are the rules.
Rules are the rules, but luckily for him, and I think for weightlifting, he got it. 2 white lights there. So it's down to Dmitry Komyakov to try and reply with his final lift. He struts out onto the platform. 161 kilograms he is going for, and Karapachin did 160. So 1 kilogram more. He is ever so slightly heavier by 1 single gram. So he needs the extra kilo.
This lift for gold or silver. That's the gold medal on the snatch if he can stand still.
Surely he's done it. 161 kilograms and 3 out of 3 for Dmitry Komyakov, and he takes forward the lead going into the clean and jerk by 1 kilogram ahead of Andranik Karapachin. Just tremendous there. He was right on the limit. He'll be so thrilled with that when he looks back at this.
Oh, absolutely. He really had to dig deep to